I looked into hemp because I'd been hearing about hemp can save the world and everything for years and years, and came across it up in Montana, matter of fact, and I saw some clothing that had been made out of hemp, and it kind of got my attention. And so I decided that my first guest on this new network was going to be an expert with hemp, because I really am fascinated by this. So what did I do? I went and got the top guy, and I think you guys all know his name. It is Tom James of HempUSA.org, and that is HempUSA.org. Tom James, welcome to Don't Tread on Me. How are you doing this evening?
I am honored to be on your show for the first guest. That's great, man. I'm ready to go. I'm having a cup of hemp coffee, and I am raring to go. And I just want to excite the people that are listening about this incredible product. And one thing I do want to say is I want people to know that the hemp products we sell come from the hemp plant that is not connected in any way with marijuana. They're two separate, totally distinct plants, different varieties of the same species. So if people are going to wonder what we're talking about the most incredible plant known to man. It's called hemp, and it grows up in Canada, and we get it from over 9 different provinces in Canada, and we get it over the border for people that need to get well.
Yeah, and Tom, we've talked off there for a couple hours, and you are such a dynamic individual, really inspiring story and all. I want you to explain to me, I mean, you could do a million things under the sun here, but you chose to promote hemp to the world. Why?
Well, I believe God put that in my heart. I really don't know. I've seen, we started with 5 products a number of years ago, and they were the powder, the seeds, the oil, the coffee, and the soft centers, okay? We now have over 100 products. That's certainly not me. It's got to be God, because the products are helping humanity. They're helping multitudes of people around the earth get off of pharmaceuticals and get well. So it's not my doing. I'm the vehicle, but I really believe, like, even when we're talking about this, God puts the words in my mouth. I think that people need to hear. And people need to learn to be their own doctors. They need to know how to take care of their own bodies with good quality, homegrown foods and high quality superfoods.
Yeah, and I think that's happening, don't you, Tom?
Yeah.
I see a transition going on worldwide, and especially in this country. People are looking at the traditional methods of medical help, and they're saying, hey, these guys do not care about me. They just care about the new boat or whatever, their lakeside cabin or something.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to take responsibility for my own health,
mm-hmm.
and I see that as being really necessary, like you. But it is changing, and it's exciting.
It is, and this is a place now where we have to connect with the universe and look at what God created. You know, God created these natural food sources for us to eat, to have food, clothing, and shelter from. And if you look at the hemp plant, not only is it the most incredible plant on earth compared to any plant out of 3 million different edible food plants, it's the most nutritious. It's used for food, clothing, shelter, and over 100,000 products you can make out of hemp for 1/10 the price of other sources. Okay? So it is incredible, it's very competitive, and it's one of the reasons it's not grown in this country, because the competitive, gigantic super companies do not want to share the wealth. Okay? They do not want to share the wealth with the American people. And we really need this plant back here growing, again, on our soil to make us the free country that we really are.
Absolutely. And by taking control and products like this, we can be. And we're going to talk about how my listeners, because I'm really urging them, they've got to get into business. They got to stop relying on the man and that crazy paycheck. And later on, you're going to share with us, I'm so pumped about it, an opportunity that you're giving everybody to get involved with him. But before we get there...
And I'm getting them involved with the affiliate program. The Lord put it in my heart to instead of putting a lot of my advertising dollars on the radio, why don't we invest in other people and give them a percentage back through the affiliate program? It's a non-stocking distributor affiliate program that we offer, and it's free. They can go to the website, HempUSA.org, go to the bottom left, and join. It takes three minutes to join, and you can have an affiliate website up with your name, and you can direct people through that website, and you make a percentage of every sale that goes through.
Wow.
And that's really grown. We have hundreds and hundreds of affiliates over the last 6 months. And then God's taken us to another level, John, is that there are people calling me from around the globe that want to be stocking distributors. And it's just overwhelming. I never even wanted to go to that area because it's a whole nother realm. But God's leaning me toward that way, and we've opened 11 distributors in the last 2 weeks. So it's very exciting that people can now stock all of the products that can change other people's lives. And that's how we're going to reach a large amount of humanity, is investing in other people.
Absolutely. That is the key. That is precisely the key, is to get everybody united and go into a particular direction, as long as it's healthy. And this is, folks, this is just a tremendous product, food. Like Tom said, you can make clothing out of this, absolutely everything. As a matter of fact, I don't think you're selling any clothing made out of hemp, but there are some. You can Google it, right? And
sure, there are many companies. We are in the future going to get involved in it, but there's a right time. God has His own timing.
Yeah. Well, when we get back, Tom, I want to talk about that colon cleanse and
okay.
your coffee, of course. So we'll be right back, folks. Hang on now. As many of you know, I got into heirloom vegetable seeds because I believe deep down in my heart it is the solution for us to start eating healthy, folks, and taking control of your own food, because you just can't trust government and large mega corporations to feed you properly. They've proven that they can't do it, so we got to take it back. And that's why I really started looking into hemp. And tonight we have this first hour. Our guest is Tom James of HempUSA.org. And Tom, I came across, I did not know you had this product, and I thought I had checked it all out. But you have hemp oil for small and large animals.
Oh, yes.
How could this help my dogs or my horses even?
Well, it's just an absolutely essential for humans and animals, because it dilates the blood flow, and it's the perfect balance of omega-3 and omega-6s over any oil in the world, and it will grow brain cells. It'll open capillaries, and it just feeds the body the essential fatty acids it needs, and we are all deficient in those items. Also, the dogs will bark for it. If you give it to an average dog, they will bark for it if you don't give it to them after a few days, because they know it's very, very healthy for them. Dogs are smarter than humans.
Yeah, I know that. I've got several of them.
And they'll bark, and if they know something's good for them. And another thing you will see with your dog, if you start them on the animal hemp oil, is you will see a shiny coat after 30 days. You will see good bowel movements. You'll see a happier dog, because all the brain is firing properly, because you're feeding the brain what it needs. So you really see a difference in an animal. And with humans, of course, anyone who has anything with arterial issues, the hemp oil is number one. It grows myelin sheath around the nerves. It feeds the brain. And it has the lowest peroxide value of any oil in the world, meaning it's the least to go rancid. So it's the number one oil, even backed up by Udo Erasmus in his book, Fats That Heal, Fats That Kill.
Well, it's exciting, and I am going to order some of that for my animals. My animals at a homestead, they're everything. I mean, your life really evolves around your animals, your chickens and everything, and they got to stay healthy. And that's real important. Though, for me personally...
John, I got to interrupt. They're feeding the animals better than the humans. The truth, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's this world is crazy. And, when you say, that this really helps produce brain cells, I'm thinking we ought to force feed this to a lot of clones out there. They need to start thinking for themselves. Gosh, the one product that I really started looking at from the very beginning is this colon cleanse, because I've been looking into a few, and I just it didn't feel right. And then when I came across natural hemp as a cleanse, I just got really pumped. Tell me why I should use this.
Well, first of all, it's 58.4% insoluble fiber, which means 0.4% of it has to come out of the area you want everything to come out of normally. Well, this has to come out with all the toxins. So it's definitely going to come through you, and it will work, and it's natural, and there is nothing else added to this product. It is 100% hemp. And I don't know of any other product made out of 100% hemp that will clean the colon like this product. It's also inexpensive. I would probably estimate it, John, at a 3.5 month supply, and it's $34.95. We got 2,000 in. I think we have about 1,800 left after a week. So we just didn't even advertise them. We just threw them up on the website. And people like the smiling toilet picture we have on it. I figured that would speak to them, But this is a very specific product. All of our products are pure. There's nothing really added to anything that we have. We don't add anything. So I really want to be known around the world as having pure products that are really right from the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for it. Listen, what is if I was on a limited budget, what might I go with? I mean, coffee's tempting for most people, but I'm thinking, the seed oil or the seeds or the micro plant powder. I mean, if I'm just going to start with one product, just to give you a shot, what would you suggest? If
you were going to start with one product and you want to detoxify, you would start with the micro plant powder, because you get a 3.5 month supply in a 2.5 gallon container. You'd start with a little bit of hemp powder, because that'll nutrify the body with all the magnesium, potassium, and calcium that you need. And it has all the essential fatty acids, has all the aminos and all the digestive enzymes in that product. And then I would say maybe if you don't have a lot of money, you could start with a 17-ounce oil. And those three are a must. So, those three items I would have to recommend.
Yeah, and those three, what is the total price on that with shipping?
Well, we don't really want to charge our customers shipping. We have a limit. If they order $95 or more, shipping is free. Let me figure that out, John. I normally didn't do that. Let me see.
Yeah, I wish I could offer that with my my heirloom seeds, but shipping is just a killer.
Well, yeah, and I do a tremendous amount of packages every month. We just worked out new pricing with FedEx. 93% of our sales come in. There are no shipping charges. But there are some people that'll buy 1 pound of something or this and that, and that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
So you got a powder. Hold on 1 second. That would be
going to break.
Actually, that would be $86.85. If we added a bag of seeds in, it would be free shipping.
There you go, folks. We'll be right back.